Welcome to DuckCast 46.
Mm-hmm. Why do we have to say the number of the episode every time now? That used to never be a thing.
I think I did it I think it's a pretty common thing for me. I don't know.
Probably.
Episode anyway. 46, right? That's a big thing now, too, though, is I keep forgetting. Last week I forgot, too. It's 46, right?
I don't think it matters, but yeah, 46.
The episode, we'll just say 46. And we have I'm Michael Bemis, and this is...
a Jew.
And we have a special guest today.
Hi there. I'm Nick Pinsak.
Oh, that's it? Wait, that's who you got? You told me it was going to be the president. That's a bummer.
The president of the...
I am the president. I am God Emperor Trump. Hear me roar.
That's like...
And he's just kind of going to be in the background the whole time, but he'll chat with us.
That's like revealing a game, showing the main character in all the trailers, and then not having him, and instead having like Will Forte just there in the game the whole time. And you're like, where's this one character I wanted? He's licking your ear right now. Like a sexual beast.
I was looking at you and not my own screen. Anyways.
You might have to do that throughout the whole episode, just looking at your own screen. Just to see your little Easter eggs there.
Yeah, just to see what Nick is doing. That'll just be a rewatch in this episode thing. But even then, I only listen to the audio when I rewatch. So
that last episode, I was cracking up that one part. At first, I wasn't going to add in any music, just like the clip by itself. But I don't know. It was like I went to the bathroom because I was thinking of a song. I was like, if I'm gonna put a song, it has to be a good one. It has to be something that makes sense. And I remember you doing the horn thing, and I'm like, there's that one song, that unicorn song that drives me crazy. So I'll use that.
That was
cute. Horrible
editing. That made me laugh. No, because I remember doing that during the show.
I didn't see you doing it live. I watched it back. I'm like, when did he do this?
I was just kind of messing around. I kind of thought it was funny. I'm like, maybe this will be a funny thing for Zach.
You were like, you were checking yourself out too. You were like,
I was like checking. I was seeing how it looked.
It was so funny, dude.
That was without going into any details. That came at a time where I was fucking miserable when you upload that video, and it put a smile on my face.
Emoji smile.
Yeah. Put a big smile on my face.
Right, I should write that down before I forget. Actually,
just hit the vape. I don't know if anyone's seen that smoke. You wanna?
What?
Were you in the vape?
Totally.
Yeah. Give us some clouds, Cloud Master.
I'm just hiding it.
Give us some clouds, Cloud Master. I was gonna have Pinsak on for the 50th episode as a special. Now I got some smoke around me. It's all dramatic. That's gonna be the small clip that's played in the season 4 intro for this episode. Is smoke covering the screen. Anyway.
I think you made that. That's your second joke so far about a DuckCast intro in this season. Great job.
I don't remember the other one, but anyways, I'm sure the unicorn thing will be the other one. But anyway, yeah. But God, we're almost at 50.
I really.
So close. But Nick was going to be the guest for 50, but he was just available today, so fuck yeah, come over.
Just to completely ignore Nick, let's talk about a better guest that we had on the last episode. Elijah was great. That last episode was one of my favorites, honestly.
It really is. It's I think that and Lil Sorry Man are my favorite too now.
Yeah.
It was just a good flow throughout the whole thing, and we kind of got. I think it was the most real we ever got on the show too.
Yeah, to be fair though, I wish we got more on Elijah's end. Elijah's a great guy, but I wish he would. I want to listen to his sweet buttery voice more.
Sometimes talk about stuff he doesn't have a lot to say on though. I actually was on a pretty big Discord call with him because me and him are planning on doing a little mini series for Slate's side. He's gonna be a character as the angry asshole through it. And I'm gonna do something I'll probably just do kind of a Slate side persona that's very close to my own person. It's not like Bemis and Company where I make myself a total prick, but there is it's a little different from the way I actually act. I don't know, just because I guess I'm trying to be a little bit entertaining with it. But I'm losing my train of thought. But yeah, we'll be doing something. I've been watching a lot of stuff this last week while I worked on stuff. I saw the first episode of the new season of Stranger Things. You finished it, right?
I finished it on the first day it came out. I love it.
To me, no offense to the show at all, I do like it. To me, it is average TV shows. I like it. I don't like. It's like a Big Mouth or a Last Man on Earth or modern South Park. I like it. I can watch it. I will watch the entire season, but it's like nowhere up there with like my favorite shows right now, like Better Call Saul, BoJack, Rick and Morty.
I hear. I don't put it as far up there as like Breaking Bad or anything, but I still think I don't know. Like,
I like it a lot. I think that with me, like, I like the characters a lot more than the mystery and the story. I just think they're good actors, and
I like the more you get into this season, you'll start to see like there's different characters interacting with newer ones this time around. Like we're getting some more dynamics, which is really interesting. Like Mike, Finn Wolfhard. Finn Wolfhard's actually a smaller role in this season. Like it's really cool. And that one kid, he's getting a whole lot more now. Like he was what's his name? Noah something. The actor.
Dustin.
Or no. That's the. Although I really like his thing with
he seems to have a bigger part too. Like Will, for example, huge. Will is huge this season, because he's like barely a kid. He's like a character.
I think I have a picture on my phone. There's this one actor.
No, I haven't.
It's good. You'd probably like it.
There's this one actor who, if I tell you the description of the character, you'll know who I'm talking about. The scientist dude who's in charge of the whole thing.
The doc.
Yeah, sure. He's played by Paul Reiser, which let me actually crop out here. I actually met him like a year or two ago, I think. Yeah, I saw him.
That's cool.
I saw him do stand up.
Put that picture on the screen so they can see like an HD version.
Yeah, sure. I took like those two there. But yeah, he's hysterical. By the way, he's a great comedian, and like as an actor,
I like his character a lot so far. I think with Stranger Things,
he was in Whiplash also as the dad, if you forgot. But like,
yeah, I do. I actually, I did. I knew I recognized him from something. That's it. Whiplash was one of the best movies I saw.
Whiplash and Stranger Things are the only two, other than his sitcom that I did back in the '90s, that I've only seen him do. And like, I didn't think of him as such a great actor. Like, I don't know, because he has such a small role in Whiplash, he couldn't really give a good judgment. But like here in Stranger Things, he does a great job. Really,
he's good in Whiplash.
He's like creepy, but also he's kind. Yeah. He has a whole lot of emotions that he shows off here, and he's great.
I like just right when he went into the office, it was like the "what's your favorite type of candy" thing trying to come. That just sounds so much like a doctor.
You're gonna love him near the end of the season, though. Like.
I'm looking forward to it. It's kind of funny because I'm already almost halfway through it. Like halfway through episode 5, I'm going to be halfway through the season, which is fine because the episodes are almost an hour long. It's like it's still technically longer than like a BoJack season, even though there's less episodes.
Before I cut you off with the Paul Reiser thing, what were you gonna say?
I was basically just saying I think that character, like the thing that excels with Stranger Things is the characters and how much you care about them. I think like the mystery behind it is always underwhelming because there's never like, to me there is yet to be like a really interesting reveal about the underground. Like
I'll admit there's no there's like, I think you even said that. I think you only told me like there's no surprises. At the same time though, there's still when the season ends, there's a pretty big cliffhanger, but there's always that feeling like there's still more to tell. And from what I hear, it's not just going to be 3 seasons. They're hoping for it to be 4 seasons.
That's the plan.
I think 4 or 5. I think 4 though. I was surprised when I heard that. I thought it was going to be 3, which I'm glad there's going to be 2 more seasons.
I kind of got a 3-season vibe, but yeah, I mean, I'll keep watching it. I like it. I'm watching Last Man on Earth. They just started their 4th season. It's so much better than the 3rd one. The 3rd one was not very good.
Right.
Did you watch the Last one on Earth?
Yes.
Oh,
you like it?
Write that down.
Are you on the 4th one?
No.
Oh, they do something fucking awesome in the 4th. Oh, where are you right now on that show?
I have no idea.
Okay.
The internet browser will tell me when I get home.
Okay. No, I love what they're doing with the new season. Like, to me, Last Man on Earth, it had like a first season that like, it's so repetitive the first season, but there's just something so interesting about it. It's like because basically the show revolves around someone. It's called The Last Man on Earth, but the person in the show, Will Forte, plays him, the main character, and then he is, and Kristen Shaw's actually the secondary character, like the first character he meets, who plays a lot of characters I love, and she is easily the most likable character on that show. She's also more annoying on that show than the other ones, but she's still very likable. She just has like a lot of irritating moments. But like the first season's just like, the story of each episode kind of repeats itself a lot, but it's interesting because like the way this whole synopsis of the show is that, at least in the first season, it does change as the show progresses, is that he's the last man on Earth until he finds all the people. There's like a group of people that he comes across one at a time, episode by episode, because he had like these signs spray painted all over the U.S. saying where he is and where he's alive. And as he meets these people, what he basically realized and what they realize is they don't fucking like this guy. He's horrible. Like they don't like him at all. And that's like it becomes like a dark comedy because of that, because he is alone with these people and none of them like him because of how horrible he is. And that's interesting. And it like at first I like him fine, but he just makes it worse and worse, and like anger that certain characters have towards him just grows and grows, and the stories repeat themselves. But it just, the thing that kept me watching the first season is how it continues and how they see Will Forte's character.
Does it always make you feel like, okay, since their anger towards him is growing, like what are you expecting, like this big breakdown from someone, like where they just lose it? Yeah.
And it happens in the finale. Like it ends in a really dark way, and it's a very silly show, but it definitely is a dark comedy. Then the second season is like start to finish incredible. I love it. Like it's just really well done. It's funnier. The characters are more likable in it. They go for like a redemption stage with one of the main characters, and actually like he actually becomes more likable. It's just funnier. The story's better. It's really well done. Third season's bad. Third season is like, they introduce cool ideas, but they skip over so much shit, and they like bring in characters just to kill them off, and it's so pointless. That is one thing that's cool about this show, is that for the most part, like there are some characters that have been in there since the first season. It seems unlikely they'll get killed off, but a lot of characters aren't safe. Like a lot of characters that are on the show for a long time will get killed off, and that's interesting. Every single season, except for the first one. I don't think anyone dies in the first season, but in the second season and onwards, they do kill characters off. And then the fourth one so far kicks ass. Like, it's great. There is some good episodes in the third one, but it gets like repetitive, and it gets like really silly, but I like it. I like the show. But to me, it's still mediocre because of all the bad stuff in it. Yeah.
Hey, Nick.
Yo.
I want to ask you a something. So in the title of this video, you know, since we have guests on and we put their names in the titles, should we put you as Nick, or should we put you as Tomatoes with Faces?
We mentioned that for the first time in years today.
Should I link your channel in the description also, Nick? Tomatoes with Faces.
I don't do that channel anymore, man.
Wait, say that again.
We wanted to see what would happen if we typed. He says he doesn't even have the password.
Oh, I thought he said he deleted the channel. I was gonna be like, no, one of my favorite videos is on there.
It's still there. It's still there.
There was I think the video where he's saying like, I want to eat your mom, something like, I think that was on his channel, right? I love that video so much. It says about Obama, something like that in the video.
When we were little, like,
I am here to eat your mom.
Wait, what was that one miscontext you put in one thing? In one episode, you like took the audio from that video and you put it in something like out of context.
I put it in the YouTube poop, but the YouTube poop was taken down because of copyright, and I didn't fight it, even though it was actually fair use.
It was like a sexual assault kind of out of context thing you put in.
I also put it in a Tamagotchi World episode.
I think that's what. That was what it was. That was what it was. What was it?
Realizes that Nick is going to be his new father.
Yeah.
This is mom. I think using you as a character in something without your.
Without my knowledge.
Yeah.
Nick, so, you hooked up with Darkness's mom, and Darkness was like watching, and you're just yelling at the kid, just like, I am here to eat your mom, and you just completely sexualized that line. It was so good.
I'll show it to you after.
No, what's it called?
Oh, okay.
I don't even remember what episode it was. It was probably like, it was a while ago. Long while ago.
I think it's No,
It was
I think
early.
it's the
It was early season
It's
1.
episode 7. It's episode
Tamagotchi
7.
World.
Episode 7.
Yeah, play the clip for us too. I just want to listen to it again, but yeah.
It's a really.
But I do need
show
an
from-
answer though. Nick or tomatoes with faces?
Do you want to be Nick or tomatoes with faces?
Uh,
Well,
Should be
people
Nick,
know
so
you
we
as.
who it is.
into the Exploding Duck Brigade.
Yes. I'll find it for you. You can just give me the phone. It's right there. Well, let me skip to the part for you.
Should probably do
You don't-
Nick.
Okay, I'm about to cut out Zach.
Okay.
Oh, never mind.
Oh.
No, well, my screen went black, and normally that means my computer about to restart. My display screen failed. But no, it's just I didn't move my mouse for a while, so it went to a black screen. It's that kind of black screen.
You know you could turn that off, right? The whole screensaver thing.
I normally it doesn't like.
Should probably do that.
Normally it doesn't do that.
Great job. What are you doing?
It's fucking cringy. About context, like it's just a shit post that me and this guy and other people do.
I love how I'm involved in it and I don't even know about it.
Yeah.
And it's fun too because Fred, Tariq, and Gage voiced themselves. I voiced you.
Fucking asshole.
No, it's just because when I hang out with you, I don't want to record this fucking show.
Yeah. He's being nice.
Is that me?
No.
Wait, no, Nick, get in the camera more. We gotta see your reaction. There you go.
Is that me?
Yeah.
Why did you give me that haircut?
That was something that your character was supposed to wear.
My character's fucking retarded.
You want to see it, Zach? Here.
And you're going to have a new daddy. What? Oh no. Who? There. You're not.
I love how the music changed. Like it's just like the worst thing that could possibly happen to the darkness.
He hasn't been in that. Like, me and Cody are working on the next one, and I'm definitely going to have you do Liam and Ziff Jr. in it.
Oh boy.
You remember how those voices go?
I think Liam was the God, that kind of thing.
Oh my gosh, Dad, something like that, yeah.
And then
Then
Sif Jr. Sif Jr. had like, I think he was just like different voices the whole time. He didn't have one personality. He had a couple, or did we not go with that?
He didn't have a lot of, I don't know about that because he didn't have a lot of.
I feel like that
lines.
was the first idea, and then you were like, no, Zach, just do some voice. You know,
Yeah, maybe.
probably.
Maybe.
Maybe.
We're doing like a Better Call Saul kind of thing in the next one.
Mm.
A little bit of the Lorax mixed in there. It doesn't make sense, but me and Cody had like these two ideas rolling for our heads for a while. We're combining them.
Do you remember that? You remember that Yukino Joe video with Mike Wazowski and Sully? And they
We're basically since no one
if
really
it's that
watched.
scene, that would be amazing.
I'm not worried about spoilers for Tamagotchi World, so yeah, it is going to be that. Me and Cody recorded something that with Lenny and Bergensmith for Neverwinter years ago, and that was going to be one of the episodes. But we just never kept it going, so that scene never got seen. We actually recorded it, it was something like, I don't know, it was just changing the words up a little bit, and that's what this is going to be. But it's going to be a spunktacular episode, and he used to be stabbing Spunky. He just used to fucking stab. He just used to fucking stab people.
Yeah. I love Nick. Sorry, Cody. I meant Cody. I just realized it.
I love Nick. No, wait, sorry, Cody.
Yeah,
Oh,
not you.
oh, my feelings aren't turning on. I'm going back behind Michael.
Yo, Pinsak. Let's actually have the guest of the episode be a guest of the episode. What's up with you, Pinsak? What have you been on?
What's
Funny
up with
joke I just made. I have the thing you gave me hanging up on the wall there. That's the
Show
thing
it. Showed you, idiot.
Yeah. You see it? It's like a weird red Chinese thing.
What is that?
It's a symbol of marriage in China. I have one.
It was a symbol of friendship. That's what you
All these years we've been married.
You're the bitch. Yours is red. Mine is blue. It means we're married, and then I'm
This is like going going on 5 years lie then.
Doesn't so he's got the blue one, right? Like male, and you got the red one close to pink. So you're the
I
wife
guess-
in the relationship.
I guess I'm the wife in the relationship. No, I got messages.
Well, it's not like a 5-year-old lie. It's like a 5-year-old misconception given to me from my grandfather. Then I looked it up and I found out what it really is. And I was like, oh god, I'm just not gonna tell Michael.
Wait, are you serious though? Like, is it actually for that?
Yes, actual thing that married couples have. Like, they have the female one on one side of the bed and the male one on.
Okay, I like it even more now.
Memories.
I didn't.
So Michael and China were married.
He genuinely never told me that. He said it was a symbol of friendship, but I'll take it. It'll be a symbol of our marriage. I'm okay with that.
So Nick's been cheating on you this whole time, then?
I guess so.
Wow.
He's been with people since then.
You scallywag.
I think like numerous people.
Not numerous.
I got a message from Kevin, but I'll
it has
respond to
been
that after.
Quality, I will give you.
Okay.
That startled me.
It like cut out for a brief second, and it came back to this. Like,
You missed the noise I made. Then he
no,
started.
like the audio didn't break out. Just the video part like was like frozen for like a brief second, and just like cut to this.
Oh, I'm looking forward to seeing that now.
Probably wasn't that great.
Fuck you.
Okay.
I've been watching South Park's new season and enjoying it.
The last 2 episodes I thought were okay, not great. I'm recording tonight's episode since I probably am not going to see it since we're doing this.
I have DVR for me, but let me think.
There's the Halloween one, and then there was the last week's.
The Halloween one. Though it was the relationship one. I thought the relationship one was pretty good. I thought the Halloween one, I agree, it was just all right. I think the funniest thing in the Halloween one was President Garrison's. But...
Oh yeah, for sure. I loved him. I love wait, what was that one shot with the jet? Like, oh yeah, there's another witch, and it shows the president's plane coming down.
Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah, there's another member.
We didn't mention this when
I really did like the new one. The only thing I don't like about the newest one is I wish they wouldn't have ended it the way they did. I wish they would have called off. Yeah. I wish, like, that's the, like, I don't want to say what it is because Pinsak hasn't seen it yet, but, you know, like, the continuity they have between Cartman and Heidi. I wish that they would have called it off there. What was
last one's about, though? I forget last
It was just about, like, being in, like, a really bad relationship, and they used Cartman and Heidi as an example. Oh, yeah. And then it also used America's relationship with President Garrison as an example. Yeah. I thought that one was really funny.
That was okay.
I love the freaking pink. I really like the pink elephant part they had with Kyle.
Yeah, that was great.
Live action shots of
that felt like such a fan service moment for like long fans of South Park. You know, just like one of those kind of things. It's just a breakout thing for Cartman.
Yeah, because they haven't like had a big Cartman versus Kyle thing in a while. You know.
Yeah, it was really good though.
That was good.
Short
that
clip,
but that probably made me laugh harder than anything. So, but
there was. We talked about South Park earlier in the season, I think, like this season's South Park. There was one thing I forgot to mention, just a quick little joke, but I love it. Like when I rewatch the episode, I crack up every time. Like the second episode, when the kids are singing together, but like there was the shot of Hillary Clinton, and they say like no one cares, just like in the moment. Remember how that went?
No, but if I rewatch it, maybe I'll know.
It was like get off your phone, and like all these people are saying like I'm gonna get off my phone, I'm gonna do that, and then Hillary Clinton comes up like I'm gonna do that too, and the kids are just like no one cares, like in the background.
I don't remember that, but I'll have to rewatch that.
It's hysterical though.
I do the song. How far are you on South Park? Yeah, like he's been playing. Like, has anyone got
the game? I
haven't gotten it yet. No.
Well, are you playing?
No spoilers.
I think he only has the phone game though, right?
Yeah.
That came out.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
I haven't played it yet. I really want to play the Fractured Butthole. I don't know what the final boss is, and I don't want to know.
I don't know nothing about the game. Like who
I hear people kind of go back. Austin told me last night that like a lot of people really love the final boss, and a lot of people really hate it. So I'm curious. I'm intrigued.
Recently, there's just like. Mario Odyssey came out, and then soon Ultra Sun and Moon, which recent trailers making the games really interesting, just as a Pokemon fan, I'm just saying. But like, yeah, and also today, just today, like I actually finally did pick up this game. I've only been I've only played the first 2 areas, so I haven't gone that far into it. But it's so far cool. The controls they're not. They're great, but they're not. There's some little things. Like sometimes when I hold up, and like I'm trying to get up a little ledge, and Mario's still hanging. I'm like, come on, just go up, and I have to hold up a second time. I don't know, it's weird. But anyway, other than that,
this is going completely off topic.
Yes.
I have a video I'm uploading soon, and I tried doing this. I tried 2 things out. The first one
guys,
failed.
I had an interesting day yesterday.
Cool.
I'm
what's
just
up?
thinking of this now.
Go ahead.
Cool. What's up?
Like, I had a really weird day.
What's up? What's up?
So yesterday I was at college, just doing my usual shit, you know, dicking around. I'm sitting in a parking lot. It's 8 o'clock at night, and I'm in my car.
I hope the story actually goes somewhere.
I'm not gonna lie, I was totally hammered.
Mm-hmm.
Like, totally hammered. Just sitting in my car and listening to music because I wanted to vape and I can't vape in the building. So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna vape in my car.
So he wasn't driving, kids.
I was not driving. And then my friend Grace and Rain. Oh, the vape?
Yeah.
Then my friend Grace and Rain come out, and they're totally hammered too. And my friend Grace comes out with her boyfriend, who's a good friend of mine named Alex. And then
trying to look cool there, huh?
No, my friend Grace just lifts up her shirt and flashes me and shoves her like nipples against my window. And then she goes, "Oh shit, I didn't realize I wasn't wearing a bra." And I'm just like this, I'm like, I didn't know you had pierced nipples. It was the most awkward experience of my life.
That was
like,
I thought you were gonna say like, "Oh, I didn't know it was you in that car." Like that would have been even funnier.
It would have.
Not that that was unfunny. Like that was great. Still, like I don't know how she would forget that, but
I was like, "Thank you."
Thank you. Thank you. Well,
that is like the most different DuckCast story we've ever gotten before. Like we've never had anything like that before.
You know, that reminds me. There's like I've been binge watching some Pointless blog videos for the review, and like there's like some challenge videos where like he and some of his friends are like, you know, doing those challenges like have you ever, stuff like that. And there's like one of the things like, have you ever seen anyone in this room naked? And all of them raise their hands, and it's like we're friends, and it's like I don't know, it was weird.
I've never seen Pointless blog yet. Or vlog. I don't know. What was I saying before?
Weird. I know what Grace is.
He's only been known as Pointless blog. But he's pretty pointless, honestly, overall. Like it's just
the show doesn't get a lot of views, so hopefully no one that you know actually hears you saying that.
I love how you guys are just having this really straightforward, like straight conversation. You have me in the background, like I never knew her nipples were like that. Like, the girls' nipples were like that.
And it's apparently like, Nick's never seen a woman naked before, and that's depressing.
What?
Exactly.
You'll just have to listen back and hear that, I guess.
I guess so.
It was so awkward, though. I'm like still in shock, and I don't know why I remembered it, but all I remembered is
why would you forget it, Nick?
Her boyfriend didn't go, "I'm sorry. This is the most awkward thing ever, dude. I love you."
What was I saying before?
I don't know, but I can lick your ear somewhere.
Making me cringe just seeing that. That was like you're even like closer now. What was I talking about, Zach?
Sorry, I'm distracted.
What was I talking about?
I don't know. You were gonna go to you literally didn't even say a word about the new topic. You were about to get into something, and Nick cut you off.
Completely off topic. I remember that part now. What was it gonna be?
We just got off of South Park.
I know. I said this, and I also said like this topic had nothing to do with what we were talking before. I don't remember. I can't remember. Rip. I watched the new season of Hardcore. I watched Mind Z too.
I've only seen the first episode.
It's cool.
The twist is corny. I don't know. It's all right.
I like that they're doing that.
The recent seasons, like I don't hate them, but like the recent seasons made me realize that Peanut Butter Gamer is a bit on the corny side a lot of times, like how they talk to each other. But that's not bad. It's just like how they are. But
that is that's just who he is. I like that he gets different guests on every season though. Like I mean, I don't like
Chad Tronic. I've seen a good number of his videos. I'm not a big fan. As a person, I'm sure he's fine.
Okay
but
with him
like,
in
I don't
hardcore
know.
because I'm okay with him in hardcore because he seems like a chill guy.
Yeah.
With his videos, like, he is better than like a Jinx or a Blasphemous.
I agree.
But I do think there are times in his videos, I watched a few and I even enjoyed a couple of them. Sometimes
his jokes are pander more to overreacting to things like, oh, this is so bad, like that kind of stuff.
While he's not as bad as like those reaction channels, there are times where he'll show like a whole minute of the video he's reacting to and then respond with, what the fuck?
Okay, he should know that by now. I mean, well, depends on the year of that video. I don't know. Maybe that was early days of Chatronic.
He will show too much of the videos sometimes. That's all I'm saying. It's not as bad as, like, again, he doesn't play it in its entirety, but sometimes he'll be playing a clip so long, like, God, he's gonna have a lot to say about this, and then he'll have like nothing. He'll just laugh. Like sometimes his reactions are just him laughing too. I don't hate him though. I've heard people say like, oh yeah, Chatronic and H3H are the two that make good reaction videos. H3H3 is way better than him.
Oh, for sure. There's another guy who is a bit like Chatronic. He doesn't watch the same kind of stuff, like Nintendo-related stuff. Mostly, from what I've seen, mostly stuff in the YouTube community.
Is this the guy that you were telling me about the content cop stuff?
Have I?
He does the
Lush?
I don't know.
No, not Etika. No. There's this one guy, Leon Lush. He does a bit of those overreactions as well. Just like he's watched things like the CEO of YouTube's first video on her channel, Lele Pons' videos, Hannah Stocking's videos, the content cop that Ian recently did. I don't know, stuff like that. When he's down to earth, which he has shown, he seems pretty cool, but he does a lot of those overreaction kind of stuff like Chatronic, which is off-putting.
We've I don't.
There's a way to do reaction videos, I think, and it's like, I don't know.
This is kind of like a rant.
Like those two.
No, it's kind of on the same page. It's like someone kind of in the commentary community who me and you have both talked poorly about on the show before, and Nick at least used to be a fan. Do you still like Leafy?
Of course I do.
So yeah,
ongoing topic.
Shit or shower.
So like yeah, just like what do you? I'm not bashing you for liking Leafy's here. I'm asking like why do you like Leafy's?
Oh,
here?
Leafy. I thought you were gonna mention someone else. All right.
Why do you like Leafy?
Yeah. Because like me and Zach have talked poorly about him on the show before.
But it's interesting. Someone that has actually watched. Yeah.
This is a piece of shit.
Okay.
I just like how he's shit. I don't know, man.
He's just an asshole, so it makes you laugh.
Wait, what?
Especially while I am shitting. Like, that is prime Leafy time right there. Like, that should tell you what I think about Leafy.
It's great improv, Nick.
While I shit.
Good.
Watches. I don't think he's improv. I just think he's talking about his.
He's making comedy gold, clearly.
Making comedy.
I mean, am I making comedy gold? I'm not even sure. If you ask me, it just sounds weird. Like, yeah, hey Leafy, I watch you when I shit, man.
And does he still make videos, Leafy?
Kinda. I don't know. I haven't gotten like an upload notification.
And if he does he have any ads on his videos? I'm curious about that. Like, does he make a living still?
Yeah, Leafy sounds like the last person who would get ads on his videos.
No, he doesn't have ads on his videos.
Like, what does he do? How does he get? What does he do for a living?
He could do merchandise. Merchandise is how a lot of that's how Smosh used to do it because like you didn't make a lot of money off of YouTube back then either. Like
I still say live streaming is the way to go. Like you get donations a lot if you have a big enough audience. Like people who, like if they already have a big audience is what I mean. Like if clearly with YouTube being the way it is.
Critical made a video on Twitch recently, and I agree with everything he said. It's how like Twitch like
doesn't like have to be
he says
Twitch,
that you. Yeah, I know. Twitch has some bullshit though. Twitch absolutely has.
I don't know
bullshit.
too much about some of the negatives of Twitch. Like, what are they?
There is.
I've only heard good things.
There's some rules about Twitch that Twitch enforces, but they don't enforce it for everyone. Like,
what is
there are people who break rules, and it's normally like the cam girls who break rules all the time and don't get their accounts suspended. And I agree that's bullshit.
I thought that was a thing that got put down recently in recent years.
Really, it's not. Apparently not. With the cam girls, I really don't have a problem with people doing that. I think it's weird that people like to attend that.
I've heard that, like, compared to the people working at YouTube.
You don't know what a cam girl is?
Oh, you mean like somebody shows their tits over a webcam? And
For the most part, they play video games and they basically
they show their cleavage mostly. Like they have the game in a little box, and most of them is yeah.
The only cam girl I'm familiar with are the really snooty ones.
I can't even hear Nick.
Because whenever someone says cam girl, I think of the snooty cam girls who are like, "Hey baby, watch me fap while I play Xbox," and it's like, what? No, please no.
I
wanted to watch you play Skyrim, not touch your bean, man.
I've never like been on a Twitch stream for longer than like 2 minutes.
You gotta find the right ones. There's a lot of cool ones I could recommend for sure. It's all about like those highlight moments. Like you wait for those great moments, and it's so worth it. And sometimes for the whole stream, it's comedy gold. It really does depend.
I mean, even with people I like
depends
Adam.
On the game you watch too.
You don't watch me Twitch stream, Michael.
I wouldn't. I never would. I don't watch anyone live stream. He actually slapped me. What the fuck? Fuck you, Pinsak.
What I was gonna say though is like the people who work at YouTube compared to the people that work at Twitch. Like I've definitely heard like the people at Twitch care more about improving their website more so than YouTube. Like that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I think I saw a panel like, what? No, I don't even know. Fort Lauderdale, who are you? The number, I'm not gonna show the number. That would've been stupid. But I don't know who you are. I don't know. So many numbers nowadays.
Why are you doing this?
Anyway.
God damn it, you fucking piece of shit.
Anyway.
Never coming back on.
So, what I was gonna say quickly, like the last TwitchCon that happened, I remember watching some panel and the people that ran YouTube were like hosting, and like they seem cool people. I don't know. They know what they're doing. That seems like there's still some things to work on, but like overall, like I think a lot of the things that they implement into their site, I think, are very clever. There's a whole hosting mechanic. There's a whole rating mechanic. I think using the live streaming format, they do it very well. They got a lot of good ideas in there.
I'm sure that Twitch is fine. Like there is like exceptions I make with the rules, and I think that's stupid. But I mean,
YouTube gaming, I think, has a long way to go. But
yeah, with what was I about to say? I don't know. Have you guys seen Buggy?
Yeah. How's he been?
I know it's a random thought. I just came across his channel again for someone a while. Lost a fucking lot of weight.
Yeah, Buggy.
Oh yeah, you didn't know about that?
I knew that he got the surgery.
He got the gastric bypass.
Over time, it's been slowly. Like he's been showing like he puts his arm up and it's like the sleeve is just.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of loose skin now on his arm too. It's great.
I didn't see his appearance on H3 podcast.
Me neither.
On
I saw
H3
some
podcast?
clips, but
Yeah.
I love H3H.
Yeah, I like his show. I like his videos a lot. His the podcast. I started listening to that one that he had with that college professor, and I'm not done yet. But that is like one fucking episode so far.
I've seen some clips and it's so interesting. Wait.
So
oh my God,
so
wait,
great.
I have to. This has to be a recommended video. I have to find this. This was it was like a it was a meme. They took clips from that episode, but have you ever watched any of the H3H3 podcast videos where someone takes clips from it but makes it the most awkward setting possible? Like it's one of those 1 minute kind of videos, but it's like Ethan being it's like asking the person the wrong thing. Like I don't know, it's hard to describe. Let me just try to find a good example.
Just link me to someone. I'll watch after the show. So those are the recommended videos of the week. Check out H3H32 because we all love them.
Yeah, recommended.
I think it would be. I think even though like they had some shit,
I can actually streamer.
It would be
gaming
interesting
streamer if you guys out.
I mean, sure, I probably won't, but go ahead.
Wow, his name's General Sam. Fucking love him.
Oh, you told me about him before.
Yeah, I love
I mean,
General
like, it's a
Sam.
recommendation for people listening.
Wait, I gotta write these down. Wait.
General Sam.
General Sam.
Is he the guy who does like this kind of like the scripted stuff that you showed me?
He does kind of
He does some Skyrim. He does some Skyrim stuff.
He does some pretty cool Skyrim.
He did the one where the guy got addicted to skooma. You showed me that one.
Yeah, he does a lot of games. He did a lot of Skyrim stuff for a while. Other
I like
than that,
Machinimas.
He plays quite a bit of Rust.
I don't like Machinima. I like Machinimas.
He plays a lot of first-person shooters. He's a fun guy to watch. I like him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I bang him.
Tamagotchi World is kind of like him. it's like insulting to call it that, because really at the end of the day it's a shit post, but it uses gaming footage, so maybe it could be considered a machinima. I don't know.
So I'm gonna.
It's an effortless one. Piece of shit. Fucking hate it. Stop doing that. Give me the vape. I want to try it again. I feel justified in like asking rudely because you keep doing that to me.
You think I'd be a dick if I showed this 1 minute video in its entirety, but just to get the point across that's hysterical?
I don't think it's gonna play very well.
I just mean on bootleg, but
I don't think it's a.
I mean, over the webcam, no.
Maybe I should just put in the description. I don't know. So there's this one video
called... You leave no room for my head. I get like this sliver of screen right here where you can see my nose and mouth moving. Thanks, bitch. Finally.
Thank you, Nick.
And now I'm here.
You could use the clip of him like humping me with the smoke coming out for his clip. Look for that very specific part.
That's his own 1 minute video.
No, that's the intro clip. I'm making you get very specific. You're not gonna have a hard time finding a clip for the intro of season 4 of this episode. There's gonna be a lot of stuff.
You're not.
Wait, so you really want me to do that? Okay. Wait.
What are you trying to do right now?
I am the Senate.
Are you trying to do like Star Wars? Gage did that in the last Bemis and Company episode. Which
Gage 9 minutes up.
Did you see the new Bemis and Company? I think I sent it to you. Just Halloween.
I have not. But I can tell that it's a 10 out of.
Don't do that. I'm being serious. Stop.
Daddy.
Okay, so I wrote down. So I remind myself later. Put clip of Nick humping Mike while Mike vapes an intro. So when I read this later on in a couple days, when I start wanting to edit this episode, I'll be like, "Yeah, that sounds about right."
I'm saying put in the intro for season 4.
Oh, never mind. I thought you wanted the intro for this episode. That would have been okay. Like you know, a little tease of what you're gonna see. Are you sure? Because that's a good idea, though.
Put me in it. Put me on Big Michael in it. I like it. That's the best intro ever. Like, just put it in a loop, though.
You know what? No, I'm actually not going to do that. I guess that would kind of ruin some other edits. Never mind.
Bitch.
I'm not doing that.
That was pretty good,
I might do it for the season 4 intro, maybe. What? Though?
Do it.
Oh, yeah, what was I going to say? So, I'm going to recommend a video called Ethan Gets Obliterated on the H3 Podcast. It's a clip from the Jordan Peterson episode. It's amazing. It's 1 minute and 5 seconds. Look in the description. You'll find it. You'll watch it. You'll love it. I promise you. It's wonderful. And the guy, on the guy's channel too, he makes more of these kind of videos with like awkward stuff from the podcast.
I'll even watch it. I'll even watch it with you after the show.
Ooh,
you should. You should.
After the show, I'll do it. It's a 1 minute video. I can do that. Then I'm gonna. Okay. That show I'm working on should be out like within the next week, by the way. The one that's being done for a client that I'm like mainly just inside the technical side of it, but
is it like a live episodes for the season, or
we're doing it's basically like a 5-episode pilot, where we're gonna release it, see how it does, and he wants to see if he can get it crowdfunded for like an actual legit season after that. He might pitch it to a few networks. I mean, honest to God, it's like it's a very low budget series, obviously, and it's got like it's done in a mockumentary form, and there's even like intentional. There's like intentional mistakes in it, like this, like where the episode, so camera operators follow one of the main characters in trips.
You started a bit there,
and there's like intentional bad camera movements sometimes, and I'm not just saying that to like defend it like, oh, it's supposed to be bad. No, I think for the most part it looks very nice, but there's like intentional moments that he like wanted in as a joke, where like there's one where like the cameraman like trips or something, where sometimes like the mic will fall out and he has to put it back in. So there's little stuff like that.
From all that I've seen is the trailer, and it looks all right. Like, I don't know, character wise, I don't know too much about any of the characters. I could care less from the trailer, to be completely honest, but like at the same time, I'm sure when I watch it, because any trailer, like, it's either good or it's bad, but the show itself is like a whole other thing.
He's gonna see this He's gonna see this episode. I'm gonna get fucking fired now, Zach.
I'm the one who's saying it. You should look offended. You just looked offended now, so it's fine. You're trying to defend the
because
show.
you're saying that my trailer didn't make you like the characters. I made that trailer.
Oh, that's right. All right, sorry. All right.
You just got me fucking fired, Zach.
I like what Nick's doing with his O's over there, or his Oreos, his vaping Oreos.
You want to do some O's directly into the camera?
Yeah, do that. Wow, it's like a Doctor Who intro now.
This is what Doctor Who looks like.
Just a bunch of vortexes coming into your face. It's all great. It's not really coming into the camera though. It's kind of going up and dissipating. You should get closer to the webcam then.
You want to get closer?
Just stand on Mike's head if you need him to get out of the way from now on. Oh, that's
Well,
nice. That's actually pretty cool. That's a cool shot, actually.
Call this episode Vape Tricks.
Okay. I gotta write this down now.
It's a good. Or the Cloud Master. Call it the Cloud Master.
What do you want me to call it, Mike? Make up your mind.
What happened? I might cut. Okay, I'm good. That was the second time I thought I might cut out because my screen went black.
Well, that joke went to shit. All right. What do you want me to name it for realsies?
Call it the Cloud Master or Vape Tricks. The Cloud Master was going to be.
Or that. Oh, you can't even.
I like both of them.
Go with one.
Do which one you like more. I like both of them.
I forget what the titles were even. Can you say them
The only
one
thing
more
is
time?
the Cloud Master might become a Beavis and Company episode, so I don't know. We were thinking of doing.
Master
Oh God.
or
We were
Vape
thinking-
Tricks.
Yeah, we were thinking of doing an episode where Nick became like a vape-themed superhero.
I like
I
it.
think we got permission to film in the store, didn't we?
In the vape store?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course we did. Amanda and Sarah are chill with that.
So yeah,
Yeah.
we might like that could be a fun episode.
Like, I have a friend who owns a vape shop, and she's extremely chill
It would
with
also
us doing anything. Like, we could ask her, hey, can we rob your show in an episode? And she'd be like,
rob your show.
can we rob your store in an episode? And she'd be like, what the fuck, Nick? Okay, sure. I just have to be working and definitely involved. Like, these are my friends.
Yeah,
My friends are fantastic.
I've met them a couple of times. They're cool people. I really want to do that one though, especially just because it's been a long time since Nick's been a main character in an episode.
That'll be hilarious.
Like you've gotten a couple of like pretty.
To the vape cave.
And you hang out in a vape store. I was like thinking of doing like a couple of episodes so that were superhero themed, and we'd like kind of like do our own like.
What if Batman owned an animal shelter?
We were gonna do
Oh
the
my
dark
gosh,
that
oh my
wall.
only
gosh.
had bats in it.
Instead of armor for the vape god.
Go ahead.
Mhm. People walk in, there's clearly a Batman suit in there, but he just says it's just for show.
Dude,
That's a secret layer. The animal shelter's a secret
We
layer.
had
Is what
an
I'm trying to
I
get
had
at.
an idea, and like this idea I dropped a whole year ago, but I'm like been kind of considering bringing it back. It's like Nick would be the Cloud Master. Like it'd be individual episodes. Gage would come back as the Phantom of the Cornfield. Nick would be the Cloud Master. I had an idea for like Fred being
Gage
the
should
Roll
be the
Knight.
evil villain, the Phantom in the cornfield.
And then and then we were finally gonna do the crossover one where it was like the Avengers episode.
we should have the Cloud
but
Master's
Michael-
attacks be focused vape rings that could suffocate people with their smells.
But Michael was going to want to become a superhero himself because he was pissed off that all of his friends had superpowers. So he was going to intentionally, I can't speak right now. I'm like freezing. He was going to intentionally contaminate himself with radiation, but right as he was going to do that, was going to happen. Like a fucking truck was going to crash into where he was doing it, and then he was going to become milk. You know, like his costume, his face was going to be painted white, and he was going to be like wearing like a milk carton costume.
You're gonna paint your face white, huh?
All you have to do is wear all white with a 2%.
Is it
on
white?
Your
Wait, I don't know.
Gallon tab and put it
Yeah,
on.
okay,
White
my-
doing white face. Is it
What?
like if you're white and doing white face?
We should have it be a KKK spin-off too.
I wouldn't be offended if a black person painted their face white. I don't care. White face isn't a thing. Joker wears
It
white
is.
makeup.
H3H3 said it is, so it must be true.
Oh yeah, that's right. But H3H3 he's a Jew. That doesn't count as being a white person.
He's right. He's a Jew.
You're not a white person either, Zach.
You're a Jew.
Wow. Okay. I gotta write down to zoom that into my face. Because
Make
that's
sure you-
important. That's a good joke. It's zooming in with keyframes is such a good joke. Anyway.
Zoom that one in too. That noise I just made.
What? Huh?
You're a Jew.
You also
Let me
could do
write
a
this
zoom in
down.
on me making that noise.
You should just do a zoom in on
And
my
then you need
face.
to have like a GIF of like a cartoon elephant running across.
Wait,
the
I'm writing down one edit thing. Let me
Alright.
finish this, and then you can tell me to write down the other. I don't want to forget this.
Alright,
Zoom into my
okay.
face when I hear I'm not a Jew. Okay, next edit.
Did you just say
The
you're
next
not a Jew?
edit,
Or
there's
you
two
been
more
asking
edits.
your
The next
Jesus
edit,
Christ?
the next edit is going to be you're going to zoom in on me when I make the screech noise.
Oh, I didn't hear that one. Zoom
He's
into.
exiting Jesus Christ, Son of God.
Huh.
This is going to be the most edits in an episode for sure. We're already like, oh yeah, let's let Zach do this and
I
that.
got another edit for you. The last one
Zoom
might
into
be
mic when doing shriek noise. Okay.
All right, you need to get a GIF of like a cartoon elephant running and make it go across the screen. Then
GIF
Because you're a
of
Jew.
elephant.
Make it a
running.
Jewish elephant.
What if
make
I
it a-
can't? What if I can't even find
you can find. I'll send you a GIF.
elephants running? What if there's
I'll
no
do
one
it.
has made a GIF of elephants running
I
ever?
will find a GIF. I want to pick the specific GIF to. I'll like after the
Someone's
show.
made
find
a
it.
gif of elephants.
And if you don't, I'm gonna have to find it because most likely you're not gonna send it to me. Like most of the time, we say, "Oh yeah, I'll send that to you, Zach," for
Well, we can
sure.
do it. We can do it
Zach,
right
I
after.
will
Good.
find it. I will
I'll
Facebook it.
send it to you.
I
I
send most of the
promise.
stuff I say I'm gonna send. Anyway,
I always have to ask you like days later. Hey, that thing you said you were gonna send me. Can you send me it now, please?
So fucking hard,
Finally.
Zach. So fucking difficult.
So Zach, where do you live in Florida?
how about you give him? How about you give him your address? It's only fair.
Yeah, Zach.
Yeah,
give
let's
me
talk
your-
about that, Nick. I wanna interview you about
That's
that
years.
moment.
That's going like almost 8 years back.
You remember that, Nick? Nicky Poo?
That was like the beginning of this
do.
friendship.
So, Nick, I want to know, why?
No reason. I might be going down to Florida in a while.
But he's talking
Where?
about what
Depends
you
on
did
where in Florida. Because I'm away from a lot of things, my city. My city is like the worst location.
Yeah, but I'm gonna drive down either way.
What if fucking
Okay.
Nick and Zach do a crossover that I have no involvement in?
I think
my
I think you said that on another episode. I think we might have already repeated this. Like that joke.
No, Zach. I hope you know I'm being serious. Definitely, I might actually go to Florida. If I do, I'll stop by your house on my way. to Orlando.
I'm like northwest of Miami. An hour northwest of Miami, I mean.
I mean, dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've driven longer for something that I've got nothing out of.
I feel like we're gonna be
So
there in
funny.
person, and we're just gonna be there, and we're gonna be like, "So what's up?" Like, cause like we only know each other through Mike, and we haven't really talked
It'll
just
be
you and me
funny
a
to
lot.
put us both together, 'cause
The
it's
only
either
thing we have in
or
common, Nick, the only thing that we've only ever talked about is you sending me your address and me being what? That has been it between you and me. That is our relationship. Our only relationship. Mike has always been there for the rest of it.
Literally, send me your
Oh, it
address.
didn't work.
That is
like
our.
that.
If you do, I'm gonna have to send you mine just to make this joke full circle. Then we send each other's addresses over the years.
I've already sent you my address. Alright? I remember
I'm gonna have to
sending it
look
to
back on the Facebook messages to find it, but I don't think it'll take that long because we rarely message each other.
you. Do it. I'm not joking. I'll go get my phone right now.
So if you come down here, I'll go up there, and yeah,
You'll
At
just
the same
avoid
time.
each other.
yeah, we'll swap lives for a day.
Did you just take the vape? Fucking greedy Jew.
I think you have a problem, even
Yeah,
though it's
my-
not harmful for you in any way. But yeah, I think you
I
have a
don't have
problem.
a problem at all. Not at all.
What are the free websites you use for? What are the websites you use for free movies? This is a message from my sister. She should watch movies for free. She's trying to steal movies, guys. Amanda.
If she came in right now, that would have been great.
She's
Oh,
trying
Zach.
to steal
Zach, I
movies.
sent you my address.
If you're actually going on Facebook right now and sending me your address again, I swear to God.
Vanish. What the hell did I send you these years ago?
You barely sent me anything, I'm sure.
No, I sent you a video. Oh, it's
Hmm.
unavailable now.
Must have been great to get taken off by YouTube.
No, what's great that hasn't been taken off?
I should write down that Nick should be called Nick because no one told me anything, so I'm just gonna have to assume he should be called Nick in the title.
I pay for most of my movies now.
Mm-hmm.
I used to watch movies for free, I think, but I'm saying I think so. I can't be held against me in court. I think I did that. I don't know that I did that. I'm agnostic.
I haven't been to the movies in a while.
I went to see it last. I'm gonna see The Disaster Artist. It looks so good.
Oh, wait, is that out?
No, it's coming out in December. The first teaser, I was like, okay, he does an okay time, but this might not be great. The full trailer, oh my god, I'm more excited for that than anything. I was kind of curious to see Thor Ragnarok, but I'm not. Nah, I need to save money.
I don't know, just as a Marvel fan, of course I'm gonna see it, but like I think it's gonna be pretty alright. Like I from what I've heard, the jokes are kind of unnecessary once you get to a certain point in the movie. You're like, okay, we want Thor to be. I don't know. I understand both sides, but overall, I think it's gonna be a pretty fun movie for sure. I mean, I think that's.
Well, I hear it's awesome. I hear people who saw it really loved it.
Justice League's coming out soon. Gonna have to see that. I think it's gonna suck, but I don't know. That's just me.
Right? Isn't that tomorrow?
Is it?
I think so. People in my class were talking about going to see it tomorrow morning.
I'm definitely.
And then Star Wars next month.
I'm not gonna see it. I don't want to watch any of the DC movies. Marvel. I already have to kind of push myself to see. I do like them, but.
What about Star Wars next month?
Last Jedi. Here's the thing. I think I'm gonna see it, and my only reason I will still go to see it is because I don't blame the filmmakers for the shit. But Disney's asking for a 65% cut over their 55% cut, which is horseshit, and it's greedy.
Hear about that.
And it's unnecessary. And they also have another rule in movie theaters that they have to keep it on their nicest screen for at least 4 weeks. And for smaller movie theaters that only show 2 to 3 movies, and most of the people who want to see it on the first week, and that really fucking hurts those movie theaters. So they're allowing movie theaters to unless
you should check Facebook.
I will still watch it because, again, I don't blame the people who actually made the movie for that. I blame the corporate side of it. But
does Disney wait, even before though, Disney really got that much out of it? 55%?
Yeah.
Of what?
Wow.
Of movie theater tickets. It's so great.
55% of the movie theater tickets sold. Statistically speaking, that's not enough to sustain business.
Now they want 65%.
Disney's greedy, dude.
Saying 60
Sneaky
would have been more than enough. 55 is already over the.
The only reason they get past that is that you always pay these companies large amounts, oh my god.
Well, Disney,
that's the only way. That's the only way to get people to be like, okay, fine. Of course.
They know what their property is. They know that they can get away with it. And
Greedy.
I will still go to see it because, again, I don't blame the people who made the movie. I think their movie still deserves to be seen if they put a lot of good work into it.
Plus Carrie Fisher's last film.
Yeah. Is it going to be her last film? Is there anything else she did?
I don't think so.
She could have been doing
end of this year, she died around the time they were filming.
Probably is. There was a couple of Robin Williams movies that were still released after his death, though. I think it was more than one. Yeah. It probably is Carrie Fisher's last movie. I might still go see it. I'm not boycotting the movie, but I genuinely hope that if they actually go through with this, it hurts their sales and they don't do it again. I genuinely hope they make less money with Force Awakens.
I will say, though, honestly, I think they've done a terrible job. Not god-awful, but, not as good of a job with advertising as I think they would, because it's kind of forgettable. Only now are we oh, it's Star Wars coming next month? Oh, yeah, that's right. Because of all Thor, Ragnarok, and Justice League, it chose a really bad year to do this. I don't know.
Yeah, Force Awakens.
Maybe early 2018 they could have done it, but...
Had tons of build-up, and it was also the first Star Wars movie since episodes...
To be fair, though, it could be a lot like Doctor Who, where they put out their big things on Christmas time, That's just their thing. Did they do that out the other 6 movies? I forget.
Me and Hell Hydra were talking about that a lot, though. We'll talk on Instagram now. Yeah, that's shitty. And I hope, again, it probably will make less. Force Awakens was feel like more people were going to go see that than they're going to see the sequel.
Yeah, well,
And-
I mean, that one was the first
now
Star
there's
Wars movie
another
after a
trilogy.
while, but
And now there's another trilogy announced.
that sounds cool. They said Skywalker's not even going to be mentioned. Like, so far, all of the movies, all 9 of these things, soon to be 9 movies, have all been about like Skywalkers. Like this trilogy it's like completely new characters. I don't know. It seems bold and ambitious. I don't know. It's new.
I'm down for it. I liked Rogue One a lot.
I heard that movie was tanked pretty bad.
I liked Rogue One a lot. I think that when it comes to like the only thing that held me back from enjoying it as much as Force Awakens, because I think that visually it was a better movie. I think the action scenes were really nice, and I think that the story was a little bit more interesting. But the characters were kind of weak, I think, in that one. I think the characters in the Force Awakens, both the old ones and the new ones, just have a lot of charm to them.
Mm.
And
What was it? What happened?
heard something. I think that it's just they were all characters. And then in Rogue One, it's like the main female lead is kind of like very similar to Rey, and then the guy's okay.
I feel like
too.
she was a lot blander than Rey.
Yeah, like
Even Rey had something. I don't know.
oh Rey, I really liked Rey. I think with Rey and Finn and all the like the acting, you know.
I mean, to be fair, it was more a whimsical feel, but you know,
Yeah.
Rogue One being more what's it? Not another word for darker. I don't know.
People like will
Grungier. I don't know.
dislike that I have this opinion, but I really liked The Force Awakens and Rogue One more than the original Star Wars films.
It's just the same shit.
I don't have the nostalgic attachment, and I just think the newer movies look cooler. Like I'm sure like the old Star Wars movies were great for the time. I mean, I know that they were groundbreaking. I know we have them to thank for a lot of shit we got in the future. Like they impacted a lot of people, made a lot of people want to make movies. But I just enjoy the new ones more. Like I don't know.
I agree on The Force Awakens. I think Rogue One's all right. I
I
don't
like
think it's
Rogue One.
terrible.
I think Rogue One was a fun movie. I think that I was bored during parts of Rogue One. I was absolutely bored during parts of Rogue One. And then like the original 3 movies, I liked the first one. I guess it's episode 4, 5, and 6 now because of the prequels trilogy. I like 4 a lot. 5, honest to God, I don't know why people like that one the most. I think near like the 3rd act, it gets really cool. And I think that the opening fights are really cool. But I think just so much stuff in the middle goes so slowly for me, and I just was not enjoying it. And the last movie I thought was a lot of fun. I don't know. I just feel like they had more fun with it start to finish. I know that's like, you know, it's kind of silly with the Ewoks and whatnot. A lot of people don't like that. That's like the kind of like the setting for the big finale, but I liked it.
Yeah.
It was kind of like a little rebellion thing going on there, and it's cool. Gives you a little bit of variety from the first 2.
So we're over an hour.
Yeah, it seems like we're getting close to the end.
Shit, I saw on my glasses and they're all bent.
Great way to end this.
Anything else?
Tragicomedy.
Well,
No, fuck. Fuck.
I don't see.
They're on, right? They're on.
Where did
My
Frank-
face kind of like my eyes kind of pushed up against this lens here, and then they're all bent out forward.
I see it. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
with
Nice.
I'm trying to think if there was any other shows I wanted to talk about.
How
real
much
quick.
are those glasses?
No, when I see you, you can.
No, I mean like
I
how much
remember
do you have to
my-
repay to get new ones?
Oh.
Now that you
Like,
broke them, you're gonna have to tell your mommy and daddy that you have to get new glasses. And they're gonna be like, "Oh
Daddy.
God, Nick again."
He's like scratching my back while he does that.
Michael, look, I'm wearing a belt buckle blast from the past.
Nick,
Okay.
Nick,
The one that we're going used to punch.
I don't know about that.
Nick,
we're going used to punch.
Nick. Next time you're on, when you're about to do something like that you think is really gonna piss Mike off, or something like the back scratching thing, get a camera of your own, get a first-person view, and then send it to me. So then in post-production, I can put the things side by side, and when you're gonna
We'll
do
have
something, we get to see it from your perspective as well as Mike's reaction. You see what I mean?
He can be back on the show again, but I need like a 200 episode gap, so he can be on episode 246.
as your co-host, as the other 50% that has to agree to this because this is a democracy.
No.
I will say no.
It is a dictatorship.
From whose?
We will have that proof once we see the elephant run on the screen. Stop trying to touch me, you piece of shit. He's taking video now.
Stop doing that.
Oh no.
He's
Okay.
videotaping
I was gonna say an elephant in the room joke there, but never mind.
There you go, Zach. You have 16 seconds of footage.
I think I could say he molested me now.
Confidently.
We have it on camera, so if I want to press
And I sent it to Zach.
charges, I think I can now.
Check your Facebook, Zach. Get my address while you get this video footage.
He is sending you first person.
I keep waiting for someone to just stay quiet because I'm like, oh, this would be a fun last sentence for an episode. Oh, this would be fun. And now you guys keep back and forth thing here.
No, I was trying to think if there was anything else I wanted to talk about TV-wise because I watched a lot of shit. I just wanted to like wrap up because I started with that, but I want to end with that if there's anything else. There's Last Man on Earth, Stranger Things, South Park. Okay, maybe I may have covered everything. Oh, Nathan For You came back. Did you know about that?
No, I didn't.
Season 4 has been on for like a few. No, it just came back. 7 episodes. I'm gonna watch them tonight. You ever watch anything For You, Zach?
I've heard it's a. I think
I've recommended it. I've told you on the
I
show
think
before.
Ethan recommended it, but I never
He
seen
does.
anything from it.
He did. Dude, watch it and enjoy
heard
the
it's
hell out of it. A good starter episode, I would say, is Dumb Starbucks. The
Is it
season
on
3
Netflix?
finale, it's on Hulu. The season 3 finale is probably the best episode, but I would say watch it last just because it's like so much crazier than anything else he's done on the show. I don't know if he's gonna be able to beat it in the 4th season, but I'm looking forward to watching it.
Is it a show that I could watch any episode and get into? Like, it doesn't have any arcs or anything?
No arcs. He does bring people back in because it's like a reality show where he's saying he's going to help people's businesses, and it's a big joke though. He's a comedian, and his ideas are just always horrible. That's the concept of the show. It's just the businesses he's helping, which maybe it's a little fucked up because a lot of them are desperate for help, but they're not in on the joke. So he's giving them advice. I'm sure they get something out of it. Like I'm sure that they get money or something from it.
Yeah, like I kind of feel bad for these people. That
The first episode ever, just to give you an idea, is he's trying to help a frozen yogurt shop that like isn't doing well in business. So he says we need to get something that will cause controversy, and he decides what they need to do. And sometimes the clients of his will just completely flat out reject the idea, and sometimes they'll go through with it very while hesitating a lot. And one of them was. Is for the frozen yogurt shop, he needed to create controversy. This is the first one ever. So he makes a poop flavored frozen yogurt, and he goes to like this company that makes say they can make an artificial flavor of anything. And when he requests poop, they actually make it for him. And then people start to eat it actually works. A lot of people come to eat the poop flavored yogurt because they're curious. And then it's like they actually taste like poop though. So they're just disgusted by it. It's shit like that.
Maybe in execution, I would laugh a lot funnier. I mean, I'm just hearing it being explained to me, but I don't know. I'm sure it's fun.
There's another. Let me think of one more.
Let me think
of one more because these people aren't in on it. There's one like where he's going to a burger.
Wait. So it's so it's like real people kind of stuff, like a prank thing.
Yes, the people are not in on it. It's like a prank
skit comedy thing. I don't know.
No. It's a comedian who goes around claiming no business, but he goes fucking far to like accomplish them. Like he actually will spend months training to do something to pull off some of his
plans. How'd they get the yogurt to taste?
He is dedicated to it.
Huh.
Yeah, don't ask too many questions. But there's another one where it was like this one burger. He's trying to help this one burger shop where they said that they had the best burger, and I think it was like in California or something. And Nathan says the way he wants to help his business is to go on like to this popular radio show, and say like he claims this is the best burger in California. So if you come and it's not the best burger in California, you get $100. And of course, a lot of people are go there and start lying, and Nathan. Like he's nervous. He goes up to him, like this poor guy who's just trying to run a shop, and he's like, "So look, you really do think this is the best burger in California?" At this point, this guy's really nervous. Like, yes, it's the best burger. Yeah, and then he's like, "Okay, I'm gonna give you the one. I'm gonna pay for in case, but I shouldn't have to worry about that, right? He's like, no. And so many people start to lie about it, and by the end of the day, he like loses thousands of dollars. But Nathan, like I said, he pays for it. He like offers to pay for it.
Jesus.
Because so many people because a lot of people like are like, obviously a lot of people were gonna say no, it's not the best burger, so they could get $100.
Okay.
So he intentionally like makes just these really horrible ideas, and he tries. Oh, there's one where he last one I'll say before we end this. I swear to God, we'll end it right after. There's one where it's like a smoke. It's a bar, and people can't smoke in the bars, and it's a bar that's like kind of like needs more business. And he says the way that we could get more business is by letting people smoke in here, but it was illegal in this area to have like smoke. Like you can't have people smoke in bars. However, it was not illegal for people to smoke in a theater, like if there was like a play going on. So all they had to do was put on a play at this bar. And what he does is he like just people are allowed in and they come and smoke, and then they have an audience. Like that's it. He just sets up an audience to watch people at a bar for a night and calls it a play. It's just like finding loopholes like that.
Okay, that's good.
It's great. No, I love it. And
so like with the what's it?
And I won't tell you about the dumb
things.
Starbucks one because it's, oh my God, it's fucking incredible. And those are like not even the funniest ones. Dude, it's just every episode is wonderful. Every episode is crazy. Almost no one is ever in on it. There's some people like I would start from season 1 and on because 1, it gets crazier as the show goes on, and 2, there are a few people that he'll bring back. Most of them who are just people who are very oblivious, and even after being on the show like several times, don't really know what's going on. They still think it's like a legitimate show because they're just like really out of it. Just watch every single episode of it.
As someone who's probably not going to get Hulu anytime soon, and Nathan, for you, I never see on TV, nor do I watch TV that often. I'll see.
Dude, I'm gonna send you some links.
Oh boy.
Anyway, I guess that's enough for this episode. Just talk about it. Nick, you have any final words?
Fuck me in the goat ass with a stick.